Good time zone, friends. It's Druidsfire, and I'm here to check out a new game that I got to check out at PAX East 2026. This is Real Tiny, lovely pun, and it is available on Steam to download a demo. And the actual game is due to come out. Planned release date quarter 3 of this year, 2026, and they describe it as you get to become the fisherman you were always meant to be in Real Tiny. Experience life as a tiny creature in a big world as you catch fish and make friends. Trade with the townsfolk to upgrade your lures and fishing rod, earn new fishing licenses, to explore new sections of the creek. And I say crick, not creek. And become the angling legend. So it's pretty straightforward. Is a number of games that does not have persist audio. Kind of dislike that, but you know, it is what it is. So let's go check it on out. So we made a little adjustments to the settings to make it the way we want. Here were hotkeys, WASD. And your sprint is your left shift. Your interact is E. Begin fishing with F. So basically, grab your keyboard unless you want to reprogram your third-party peripheral. Alright. So, let's try it out. Let's begin. Okay. Alright, Jimbo wants to know, hey, who's making a racket out there? It's just some kid. Go on, get it! I ain't got any candy. What is this, Halloween? Aha. At least you think I'm gonna do that. Because I heard you're the best because you're hungry. Oh. You're darn right I am. Alright, kiddo. Take these and let's see what you got. That minus 3 will do. Okay, so it's we've got our goal here at the bottom. So WASD, let you go where you need to go. Okay, fishing starts by throwing the lure out into the water. The target circle represents where it can land. Just fish will move toward it. You can't catch a fish if your line isn't in the water. And then you use your arrow keys, or no, you use WASD to move things around. That's pretty straightforward. There's only so far you can go, though. And I'm noticing that the lure is actually drifting. Now keep the fighting circle on top of the fish at all times and reel the fish in. Okay. What if I don't do it? I don't know. Oh, it goes red, I guess. Oh no, the line is snapped during a fight. They call it a fight. I find it interesting. The fish's movement as well as the reeling in will increase tension on the line. So the red is tension on the line. Keep the fish in the center. Put the slack on the line when it's shaking to keep the line from... Okay, release to slacken. Alright. F to fish. Press F's in the chat. There's no mechanic for, like, getting a bite. Like, oh my god, you got something on the hook now, set the hook. Okay, so the little white one is like, oh, you got the fish. We got the fish. Yay! It's not fat, it's just thick-skulled. So Critters Crick is home to all kinds of fish. Tiny and small, chocolate, okay. You have a journal, so Jay's the journal, okay. So there's only 4 fish? Maybe just for the demo. Alright, we were supposed to get 3 of them. So let's move back around. I can't move any forward. That was not in the place it was supposed to be. Notice, here's a soda bottle cap, and so you can kind of tell how big things are compared to, like, your little shrew. Yeah, that one didn't. We threw it in the wrong spot. So, we're noticing that there is a current. So you do want to like start and lead toward the fish, I guess. Oh, no, we got it. Okay. It just sticks. So I wish it would actually let you click through to the next window, because it does feel like it's, it's going to give you this little thing, and then it goes away before you can actually read the whole page. I'm noticing that it's also, you can't like change the direction of your camera or anything at all. And there isn't any, just not do anything. Let the tension come back. Or let the tension go back to green. One thing I am noticing is because it's not as accessible to somebody who might be, like green, red, colorblind or something. Okay, that's a smaller one. Alright, we're done fishing. Let's go back to our boy Jimbo. Oh, good catches. Very good. You're a natural. Aww. Enter and click, do the same thing here. More premium. Red-bellied daces. True story, I never heard of what a dace was until I played Lord of the Rings Online. Alright. Pick up a variety of gear to catch different fish. Open the gear menu with the tab key. Yeah, that's really common. Switch which lures and rods you use while fishing. Set a card in case which item is selected. Different lures attack different fish. Different rods change various aspects of fishing. Okay. Okay. I'm noticing there's a day-night cycle in here, so that's kind of cool. So, we have to go find these other fish, which I think might be these guys. You can't fall in, unfortunately. Well, maybe it's fortunate, I don't know. Fish. We can already see it's a different lure on there. There's no play about, trying to, jerk on the line a little bit and make the lure dance on the shore, to kind of, you know, interest the fish. There's no depth or anything, so it's like these fish are definitely, you know, there's a couple little things that indicate, you know, the little kind of ripply things when they're sniffing around, but there really isn't anything that's showing this off any better. Does seem to take a long time for any, like, we've had all kinds of fish, you know, sniffing at this thing, but they're not really doing anything with it. Now, they may not even be the right kind of fish. Now, what we don't know is if there's a day-night thing to whether a fish will bite or not. Oh. Let's see, is there any other fishies? I mean, I would think that there's other fishies. Other than those two. But it seems like they would be there, right? Oh, here's somebody. Hello. Little fishy. I was also kind of afraid of it that, you know, the lure just goes through the rock, so the rock is just for show. And it's like, you have the target, but then your thing doesn't hit the target, which is kind of weird, not gonna lie. So it definitely is a bit weird that you have the target, but it completely goes right on past it. I'm thinking these are actually not the right fish. 'Cause I'm looking at the shape of the fish on the screen, and they look like the ones I'd seen over here. Look like these guys. Yeah, those look like the right shape, and those don't look like the correct shape, quite frankly. Well, let's see if these are it. And there's no like reeling in like partially, you know, to try to cross the path of the fish you're trying to hook. It's like once it's out, and there's nothing else you can do. So I guess if you miss, the only thing you really can do is just, you know, step back and just try it again. But one thing I'm noticing is that if you know, there's only so far it will go out. It might be. Oh, they turn. This looks hopeful. Or not, as the case may be. I mean, this is like IRL fishing, let's be honest. It's totally like IRL fishing in that regard. Well, those have 3 fins on the bottom. And those, well, they also have 3 fins on the bottom. But this one looks like a catfish, let's be honest. I mean, there's obviously a lazy river sort of current going on here, which is kind of cool and nice. The fact that it doesn't tell you or give you any pointers as to where to go, it's just you just kind of have to go wander around and find something. Well, let's keep wandering around and see if we can find the other fish, because I remember when you can see the daytime is starting to pop in as well. When I played this at PAX, it definitely was more accessible to being able to find the fish you needed quickly. Then you can move forward from there. I'm not sure why this is considered a fight, though. I'm noticing that the colors of the thing... Yeah, that one snapped. Alright, we'll try it again. The color of the tension is not just say, oh, it's red, oh, it's green, oh, it's yellow. It actually does a little bit of a shift. So I would imagine this would not be very accessible, honestly. Alright. At least it does automatically turn you around if you're aiming in the wrong direction, so that's kind of nice. Okay. So your shrew doesn't even have a name. He just shows up. He's a kid. Wants to... He wants to just go fishing. I think you can kind of tell if you found the right pool of dudes, because at some point you see the fish start swimming, like holding position, rather than just wandering around. And you're kind of looking. toward the bait. So I don't think there is another one here. So let's go see if we can find another one further along the beach. Or somewhere else on the island. Oh, are we an island? Oh, well, this is kind of clever. Yeah, but I don't think that's the guy we're looking for. Alright, let's see if we can find somebody else here. Oh, there's a whole pile of them here. Oh, okay. It's a nice peaceful soundtrack, but it doesn't seem to be all that much of it, honestly. These also don't seem to be the fish. Okay. Well. Where else can we go? Well, this looks like as far as we can go. So there's no time limit on the game, which is interesting. The graphics are okay. I mean, a lot of them are like just basic assets you could probably pick up from Unity or Unreal. Let's see if these are any of the guys we're looking for. Oh, there we go. He's staring. They're staring. Okay, let's keep a dace up your sleeve. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so we have the 3 that he asked for. So let's get back to where he was. See if we can find that border of paper clips. Yeah, it was near that dog. I think he'll be happy that we're not banging on his door at midnight. We've got gumption, kid. Still got our stripes, kiddo. Wow, rude. Alright, catch this kind of fish, and they'll be really impressed if we do. Okay, so that's the one that looks like a catfish. Okay, gotcha. Well, we know where there's a few of those. One of the things I'm noticing is as I'm further away from the fish, they start acting very squirrely. Yeah, they look like the right fish. They got the little whiskers on them. Yeah, I don't know why they put a target on there and then it goes like way the halfway across the screen. Seems kind of odd. Alright, they're not biting. Let me try the ones, I saw them down here. I think that's where I saw them. Yeah, you. Oh, no, no. I'll try again. Yeah, it doesn't even land anywhere near that circle. Man, that fish is taunting me. It's like fish in real life, man. I mean, I've done fishing in a whole bunch of other video games over time. I can't say this is the one that have enjoyed the most. Let's double check our gear and see if maybe there's another choice. Stick rod, fuzzy fly. Oh, bite-sized bob. Okay, so that's the new one. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's just you're clicking. Oh, no! Alright, we try it. We go again. I don't know if that's the right kind of fish. I noticed that you can actually go a lot further with your targeting than, like, yeah. You didn't even want that one. That did not work. Actually, let me go to the one solitary fish. That way we're not catching like all the other fish at the same damn time. Now there is definitely more to the game than just this. Because I did play it at PAX. And we just have to get past this little bit of tutorial before we can actually get to the good. Land right on top of them. Come on, you know you want it. Mad Tom is quite furious. Okay, so we got the one that we needed. Yeah, so a couple of things that I'm missing in terms of what a fishing game should have. There's no sense of actually reeling in the fish. For example, the fish could be like all the way across the river, and you reeled it in because of the little circle. So the feel doesn't feel quite right. Like you shouldn't be able to finish reeling in a fish if the fish is physically on the other side of the creek. So that does seem a little bit odd. So there's that. And there's also, again, the notion of setting the hook. Because, you know, in real fishing, if you throw the hook out and something tries to grab it, it could easily get away from it. Get away from the bait. So let's open and see. Well, I'll be, kiddo. You're really done it. That's a bona fide rare catch. Okay. You still ain't a sniff of what I can do. You sure can't be called a nobody. Well, I know you love my company. There's not much else around here except for old Jimbo. So you gotta do the whole Yosemite Sam sound. So I can give you this old rod. It ain't much of a rod, but it's better than that stick. Maybe them folks at Critters Creek can help you. Can help you out. Okay, and that's the demo. So we didn't even get to Critters Creek. So what Critters Creek actually was is a little town made out of trash. Pieces that humans left behind. You kind of saw like the bottle cap on the one dock. Like something's made out of a shoebox. Something is made out of, a canister of something, paint cans and other all the stuff that humans tend to turn and use as, it's trash. And then you see in like movies like The Rescuers Down Under or The Littles basically taking these human cast off things like buttons and whatnot and turning them into something useful. This game is made by Red Rabbit Games. It is expected to be released in Q3, so that would be July, August, September. It's a fun little game, but I think in terms of what I personally enjoy out of a fishing game, it doesn't really hit all the buttons for me. So it is what it is. But for a little bit of a chill time, it's okay. I think probably the thing it needs the most is more stuff in the demo and more directions to point somebody to where to go to find things. And, stuff about the fishery, you shouldn't be reliant on the icon on the thing and, I got a new lure, so the other thing is really, the thing about the whole reeling in does not, to me, feel really all that awesome. I mean, it's an interesting mechanic, but I think that targeting reticule, like when you're trying to find the spot to set your lure down, I mean, that's just completely missing the mark in a literal sort of sense. And I think not being able to kind of reel in and move the lure to a better place for you to come toward, like if you overshoot a school, then you could, you should be able to reel in a little bit to get it closer to you. So that is, real tiny. That is real tiny. I do know that because of the name, it does make it a little bit difficult to find information about it. So, I mean, it's a very nice pun. It is very cute. This is actually not the first game this company has actually made. But I think they're relying on some, Unity or Unreal Engine assets that are fairly common. Because I've noticed there's a whole swath of games that's always bright daytime. There's always these gray rocks, always this greenness, and it's always this. It's basically an iteration on a lot of the same thing. I mean, this art right here, the splash screen, is definitely more unique and relies less on the game assets that the company has access to, and more on the developer's own creativity, which I really like this piece of art. So that is Real Tiny. You can wishlist it on Steam. You can download this demo and play it just as I did. Doesn't take too long, as you saw. We played through the whole thing. But the version they had up on at PAX East was more involved. You could actually go to Critters Creek and actually start the process of trading and, you know, earning your way up to better and better stuff. So there's way more to this game, but I think there's probably going to be a little bit more. I think it might be a little bit too quiet for a fishing game, which is kind of a weird thing to say. But anyhow, it was fun. I enjoyed it. So that is it for me. This is Druidsfire again. If you liked the video, toss a like on. If you like the channel, toss a subscribe on it. It costs you absolutely nothing. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more stuff from PAX East 2026 here on my feed as soon as I get the videos out the door. Alright, bye now.